Good evening. My name is Tiffany Butler, and I'm a current student at Grand Canyon University. The title of this assignment is Professional Teaching Standards. This presentation will provide my research of the Interstate Teacher Assessment and Support Consortium and the National Council for the Social Studies Standards. I will explore the different standards and give my interpretation of how these standards will impact my career in teaching. Teaching standards are a set of guidelines that address the key takeaways in order to be able to accomplish a teaching goal. Why are these teaching standards important? I agree with Graduate School staff when they stated standards are important because without them, it will be difficult to set goals. On this slide, I have listed the Interstate Teacher Assessment and Support Consortium standards, numbers 1 through 5. It is important to understand that these standards were created for all teachers, no matter beginner or senior. No matter if you are switching professions, have left education, or come back, these standards apply to all levels of teaching. On this slide, I have listed standards 6 through 10, which is the rest of the Interstate Teacher Assessment and Support Consortium. It is very important to understand that the creators of these standards took their time to categorize these 10 standards into 4 different categories. 1 being the learner and learning, 2 being the content, 3 being instructional practice, 4 being professional responsibility. The NTASC standards incorporate collaboration and data-driven instructional decision-making within their standards. Standards 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 show how collaboration builds connections and allows students to take ownership of their learning, and it can also maximize the understanding. Standards 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the NTASC standards show how data-driven instruction uses helps make evidence-based decisions to further understanding. On this slide, I have listed the National Council for the Social Studies Standards, which are standards 1 through 5. It is important to understand that these standards describe and explain the national standards for social studies that were created by teachers. The NCSS standards also incorporates collaboration and data-driven instructional decision-making within its standards. Standards 1, 2, and 4 describe what collaboration can look like with teaching. Standards 3 and 5 describe what data-driven instruction can also look like. And remember, data-driven instruction is used to make evidence-based decisions. Here I have listed the standards in a Venn diagram platform. The reason I have listed them in a Venn diagram platform is because both of the standards, although written differently, they have a lot in common. On this slide, I have listed the standards for the National Council for the Social Studies Standards and the Interstate Teacher Assessment and Support Consortium Standards. The purpose of this slide is to show the relations between the standards as they are interchangeable. On this slide, I would like to point out some similarities about the two standards. Although the standards are written differently, one is longer than the other, they both share 2 common themes. The first theme that I identified within my research is being well informed. Being well informed allows the teacher to relate their knowledge, skills, and values in order to be an effective teacher. Teachers can relate being well informed through skills by using classroom management tools. In addition, being well informed allows the teacher to uphold the integrity of teaching. The second theme I identified is professionalism. Although professionalism requires skill, it also requires the teacher to be knowledgeable and uphold the integrity of teaching. On this slide, I have presented to you a brief description how teachers can take on the responsibility of improving practice and advancing the profession. Just like most professionals, the people that are doing the work are considered the experts. With that title comes a great deal of responsibilities. Teachers can take on a responsibility of improving practices by being advocates, by providing feedback to their districts and state education departments about different strategies. Teachers can continue to advance the profession by continuing to be a student of education and attending monthly trainings.